Hello everyone. Next slide regarding all over air compressor. An air compressor is a device that converts power usually from an electric motor, a diesel engine or a gasoline engine into kinetic energy by compressing and pressurizing air which on command can be released in quick bursts. There are numerous methods of air compression divided into either positive displacement or negative displacement types. This air compressor is used in mechanical system where is the fluid mechanics or where hydraulic system is going to be used. At that time this air compressor have to be used. Next is the indexed. Firstly we have to be seen the all over introduction of air compressor. Second point is uses of compressed air. Third point is reciprocating compressors. Fourth point is operation of compressors. Fifth point is work of compressions. Sixth point is power required for the air compressor. Seventh point is reciprocating compressor efficiencies. Eighth point is multi-stage reciprocating compressors. Ninth point is rotary compressors. These are the number of air compressors category. Introduction and basics regarding compressors. Compressor is an equipment and used to compress gases from lower pressure to higher pressure. It converts mechanical energy to pressure energy. Density change is appreciable in Bernoulli equations does not hold. Air compressor is used to deliver compressed air required in plant for various applications. In particular, air compressor, the different level parts of air compressor is very important and it is done a very important role for the activities. First one is cylinder action. It can be single acting or double acting. Where is the air compressor is single, at that time the single cylinder is going to be used, and where both sided or double sided air compressor is used, at that time the double acting also available. So this is all over cylinder actions regarding. Second point is cylinder type, lubricated and non lubricated. In former type piston bearing rings, that is also called Teflon, is provided to maintain proper clearance between cylinder and piston. This is cylinder type. Third point is piston displacement, actual travel of piston in one stroke. So this is the piston displacement regarding points. Next point is compression ratio, ratio of discharge pressure to the suction pressure of one particular stages. This is the all over formula, Pn divided by P1 raised to 1 by n, where n is equal to number of stages. Where one stage is available, then that is the n is equal to 1. If two stages is available, then n is equal to 2. Or suppose the number of stages is the multi stages, at that time n is equal to number of n. Next point is volumetric efficiency, ratio of actual capacity to the Paschen displacement, that is volumetric efficiency. Next point is compressor efficiency, ratio of actual work to the input work. So this is the compressor efficiency. Whenever we calculating the efficiency of compressor, then we have to be taking actual work divided by input work, and then we have to be getting the efficiency of particular compressor. Next point is piston speed, and this piston speed is going to be calculated, which is rpm into stroke length. Next, all over air compressor is ideal compression cycle, which has to be shown in above graph. Suppose at y-axis this all over pressure is available, and at the x-axis there is a stroke. Where is the clearance volume and receiver pressure or inlet pressure? Inlet pressure is at the ground level, and whenever this pressure is going to be increased, that is the clearance volume, and finally the receiver pressure. So these are the graph, is the standard graph or ideal graphs we can say also. This compression cycles is available. Introduction regarding all our compressors is the machine which takes in air or any other gas at low pressure and compresses it to high pressure are also called as compressors. They are power consuming machines in which mechanical work is converted into the pressure head of air or gas. They are also considered as reversed heat engines. This is also, we can say, reversed heat engines. Generally, the compressors are given or driven by electric motors, by IC engines or gas turbines also. A compressor is used for increasing the pressure of air is called as air compressor. What is the definition of this compressor is? This compressor is used to increasing the pressure of air. Next is classification of compressors. Methods of compressors. There are two methods of compressors, that is a reciprocating compressors, rotary compressors and centrifugal compressors. Second one is delivery pressure. This pressure is available at low pressure, medium pressure, high pressure and very high pressure. This is the classification. Types of compressors is, compressor types basically two types. First one is positive displacement and second one is dynamic. In particular, positive displacement, there are two types. First one is reciprocating and rotary. In particular, reciprocating compressors is single acting, double acting and diaphragm. Where is the rotary compressor is available, at that time there is the classification is lobe, liquid ring, screw, scroll, vane. So this is the rotary compressors. And other main types is dynamic. There are two basic subtypes, that is centrifugal and axial. So graphically representation also shown according to screw compressors, according to pressures. Principle of operation is positive of displacement, rotodynamic or steady flow compressors. The number of stages is available. Single stage compressor, pressure up to 5 bar. This pressure is denoted the unit of bar, and up to 5 bar pressure is available. At that time single stage compressor is used. Suppose a pressure is available above 5 bar, then we have to be used multi-stage compressors also. The number of cylinder is single cylinder or multi-cylinder. Volume of air derived is low capacity, medium capacity and high capacity. So this is the volume of capacities. Then fluid to be compressed. So there is the air compressor, gas compressor and vapor compressor. So this, which type of fluids is available, at that time this type of compressor is going to be used there. Sizing and specifying air compressor is, sizing air compressor, that is the air consumption for total plant based on histogram and peak consumptions. Second point is size air compressor for a average or maximum anticipated operating flow. Next point is calculate capacity based site condition in terms of nm3 per hour. And last point is actual capacity will vary significantly. Actual capacity will vary significantly compared to capacity at standard conditions. So this is the sizing and specifying air compressors. Next one is specifications for air compressor. What is that features? The compressor package shall include oil free, reciprocating or rotary screw air compressors together with all necessary accessories required for safe and satisfactory operations. Second point is reciprocating air compressor shall have suction strainer, intercooler and aftercooler with automatic moisture separator and safety valve function silencer. Next point is for high flow rotary screw compressor can be considered. For high flow rotary screw compressor can be considered for single stage and multi stage compressors. Next point is drive arrangement. Generally V belt driven or gearbox is operated. Next point is drive arrangement, capacity control. There is load unload through pressure switch is going to be visible. Then VFD is also means that is variable frequency detector is also available for the capacity control. Next point is for higher compression ratio the multiple stages shall be considered. Auxiliary equipment for the starting and activities action and process of air compressor have the needed of auxiliary equipments. First one is air receiver, takes care of load variation in case of surge or shortfall, separates the condensate, acts as a fluctuation damper in case of load on or off. It should be installed between compressors and dryer so that moisture does not ingress into air dryer. Shall have following accessories is first one is auto drain valve, that is a timer operator. Second point is pressure safety valve. Third point is foundation bolts. Fourth point is pressure gauge. Last point is inspection window with opening cover. These are the accessories. Uses of in compressed air in refrigeration cycles. Second point is operation tools like drill hammers etc. Third point is filling the air in automobile tires. Next point is spray painting. Next point is increasing inlet pressure of IC engines. Next point is to operate air motor, I means where fire risks are more than pumping water is available. Again, compressed air is going to be used at the gas turbine power plant, conveying the materials like sand and concrete along a pipeline. And this compressed air is also used for the sand blasting, operating blast furnace, operating air brakes used in buses, trucks, trains, etc. Reciprocating compressor is a single stage reciprocating compressor. It is used for compressing air and it is satisfactory for all ranges of pressure. It consists of cylinder in which a piston reciprocate. The piston is driven by crank through connecting rod. The crank is mounted in a crankcase. The value are generally pressure defined differential types. So as shown in figure, there are internal part of air compressor in cylindrical type air compressor, where is the number of equipments or number of accessories which type of connected. This is shown in above figure. For the work for compressions according to compression without clearance, this is the all over formula. And second one is compression with clearance. With clearance and without clearance there is the work of compressions. This is the formula. Multi-stage reciprocating compression is there are several disadvantages to compress the air at a high pressure. In a single cylinder, the air is compressed by more than one cylinder in series. In a single stage compressor, if the pressure ratio is increased, the volumetric efficiency decrease. So this is the all over relations. If the pressure ratio is increased, then volumetric efficiency is decrease. By the equation, when the pressure ratio is P2 divided by, this is the all over formula. Advantages of multi-stage compressor is without intercooling the curve of compression will follow the path, hence the saving work input due to the intercooling. Volumetric efficiency is increased due to the smaller pressure range as the effect of expansion of air in the clearance volume is less. Next is advantages is less shaft power is required for a given pressure ratio due to the saving in work input. Next advantages is due to smaller working temperature, better lubricating effect is provided. Next advantages is better mechanical balance and smoother torque angle diagram is obtained. Next point is in multi-stage compressor the low pressure cylinder is lighter. Next, there is less leakage problems due to less pressure difference for each stage. Rotary compressors there are two basically types. First one is rotodynamic and second one is positive displacement. In rotodynamic centrifugal or radial type air compressor and axial flow air compressor. And in particular positive displacement there are basically three subtypes. First one is roots blower, second one is vane type, and third one is screw blower. So these are the all over types and subtypes of rotary compressors. In centrifugal compressor is a general arrangement of this compressor is similar to a centrifugal pump. For example, as shown in main components of a centrifugal compressor, it consists of a rotating elements called impeller and a volute casing. Impeller rotates at a very high speed, maybe up to 30,000 rpm into the compressor through the suction eye of the impeller due to the rotation of the impeller at a high velocity. Then air with high velocity enter into a diffuser ring. The diffuser blade of the diffuser ring are also the shaped that these provided an increased area of passage to the air which is passing outward, due to the due to which the velocity of air leaving the impeller is reduced and its pressure is increased. The high pressure air then flows to the divergence passage of volute casing. The velocity air is further reduced due to increased cross-sectional area of volute casing, causing very small rise in pressure from the casing. The compressor air leads to exit pipe, and finally there is the all over construction. Next is the axial flow compressor. That is the it consists of a casing fitted with several rows of fixed blades and rotor attached with several rows of moving blades. The fixed and moving blades are placed on alternate rows. The function of the fixed blades is to receive the high velocity air from the moving blades. The axial flow compressor is also high speed machines and speed may even vary from 10,000 to 30,000 rpm. So pressure ratio up to 10 as to 1 can be achieved. Positive displacement compressors have basically three types. First one is roots blowers, second one is vane type compressor, third one is screw blowers and screw blowers of compressors. So these are the all our system regarding air compressors levels, where is it is going to be used according to their applications. Thank you.